Do you ever feel like your head is bursting with brilliant ideas, but your to-do list is just sitting there like, are we actually going to do something today? Or just vibing? Or maybe it's the opposite. You're always doing, taking off tasks, replying to emails, making progress, but deep down, you can't remember the last time you felt excited about what you're building. Maybe you've had a dream that lit you up inside and either you never started it or you ran it into the ground, pushing too hard, too fast. Sound familiar? This video is for everyone caught between the magic of dreaming big dreams and the messy business of actually making them happen. Today, let's talk about why we swing between dreamer and doer and how to find the sweet spot in the middle. Good morning, lovely dreamers, and welcome to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maya. I am a dreamer, I am a geek, and I'm here to inspire you to dream, to follow those dreams, and whatever it takes to see them come true. So if you love improving yourself but are in need of a bestie to encourage you along the way, welcome! I am here for you. If you're a dreamer like me, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell so you don't miss an update. But enough with the chit-chatting, let's get to it, because today's video is a fun one. And the first thing we need to understand is part 1, the dreamer trap. When you're a dreamer, your imagination is your superpower. You see possibilities that others don't. You connect dots that aren't visible yet. Well, not to the people around you anyway. You can build entire worlds in your mind and actually feel them. But this comes with a danger. Dreamers often fall in love with the idea so deeply they never test it, because testing means exposing it, risking that it might not be as perfect in reality, and because the dream is beautiful, untarnished, and filled with hope, we dreamers tend to protect it from the real world. That's exactly what happened to me once. I had this big, beautiful vision, an ethical alternative fashion brand with gothic, dreamy alternative aesthetics, inspired by where I come from, Transylvania. In a weekend, I had everything mapped out in my head. The name, the Canva mood board, font pairings, logo ideas, and product types, even potential collabs. But that's all I did. I didn't research suppliers, I didn't actually sketch the products, I just kept them in my mind. I didn't even write a business plan. Why? Because underneath the excitement, I was terrified. Terrified that I'd pour myself into another dream that wouldn't work. Again, terrified I didn't know enough about business or fashion or a fashion business. Terrified that people will laugh or worse, ignore it. So the dream stayed locked away. Like a beautiful snow globe, you're afraid to shake because you might drop it. But here's the truth. A dream that stays only in your mind and in your heart helps no one, especially you. This brings me to part number 2, the doer burnout. Now let's talk about the other side of the coin, the doer. You know the one, not the overthinker, not the planner, but the one that gets things done. You start with fire in your belly, with passion, with purpose, with determination. You absolutely love what you're building and you are proud to work hard for it. You don't just dream it, you do it. But here's the danger. When you care deeply about something, it's super easy to push yourself beyond the limits without even realizing it. You take on one more task and then another and then another. You stop resting, you stop reflecting. Sometimes you even forget why you started, because now it's just about getting through the day, ticking boxes, meeting deadlines. I'm not gonna lie, at first it feels noble, ambitious. You're on fire and you're proud of it. But over time, that fire becomes a furnace, and instead of fueling your dream, it starts to burn you out. I've been there. Back when I was building my web development business, I genuinely enjoyed the creative process. At first, helping people, small to medium-sized businesses, bring their ideas to life felt rewarding, but somewhere along the way, I stopped creating and started surviving. The pressure built slowly. More clients, more work, more stress. I was pulling 14-hour days every single day of the week. No weekends, no breaks, no balance. I ate at my desk. I slept with my laptop open. I worked days. I worked nights. I woke up either super early in the morning or forgot that I needed to sleep. My brain never switched off. And worst of all, I wore it like a badge of honor. Like the suffering was proof that I was serious about my business's success. But it wasn't success. It was self-neglect dressed up as hustle. And of course I made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I had days when I was working, but I wasn't even being productive anymore. But I didn't see it at the time. I see it now, but at the time I didn't see it. At the time, it was just, I need to do it, I need to do it, I need to do it. Even though I was running in circles. And eventually, I cracked. I burnt out so badly, I gave it all up and took a job just to feel human again. That's the dark side of being a doer and with no dream. When you're constantly producing but not pausing, when you keep moving but you've lost sight of where you're going, you just wake up one day, exhausted, disillusioned, and wondering, is this really what I wanted? So if you're always doing, but your soul feels flat, if the thing you once loved now feels like a burden, you might not need a break from the work specifically. You might need to reconnect with the dream that started it all. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. In part 3, the Dreamer-Doer Fusion. Every dreamer has a doer inside of them, and every doer has a dream that got them started. We all carry both energies, actually, but they work very differently. And for some, they might not be in balance. Some of us might be more of a dreamer, like me. Some of us may be more of a doer, like my husband, for example. The dreamer thinks big, sees patterns, imagines futures, gets super excited by potential, loves the what ifs, the notebooks filled with ideas, and the Pinterest boards. The doer, on the other hand, breaks things down, takes consistent tiny steps, gets stuff done, even when it's boring. Sometimes the dreamer takes over. You've got 12 dream journals and 0 finished projects. You get lost in perfecting or planning and the fear of doing it wrong. Other times, it's just doer with no joy. You're ticking off tasks that feel meh. You're exhausted, uninspired, and not even sure why you're doing it anymore. Your days feel like running on a hamster wheel, not building a dream. So where's the sweet spot? It's in becoming a dreamer and a doer. Not one or the other, but both, in balance. Dreams need action, yes. But action needs vision. Think of it like Frodo and Sam in The Lord of the Rings. Frodo holds the dream, the mission to destroy the ring.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
But Sam is the steady action, the step-by-step that gets them through Mordor.
I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you.
Without Frodo, Sam is just walking in circles. Without Sam, Frodo would have never made it till the end, let's be honest. Sam is the real hero of Lord of the Rings. Your dream needs a Sam, and your daily grind needs a Frodo. So start with one small real-world step. If you're dreaming of writing a book, write one paragraph. It doesn't have to be the start of your book. It can be the end of your book. The first chapter, doesn't matter. Just write one paragraph. If you're dreaming of starting a business, message one business person you know or admire and ask them for advice. If you're dreaming of changing your life, change one habit, just one. It can be waking up early or drinking more water or anything else. Don't focus on the whole dream, just one doable bit of it. Let your dream breathe and let your actions have soul. So let's find that sweet spot. 1. Schedule your dreaming. Don't kill it, contain it. Set a weekly dream date, if you wish. 30 minutes with just you and your imagination. Light a candle, grab a tea, open a fresh page in your notebook, and let your dreamer play. But make sure to give them a time slot, not the whole calendar, because if you let your dreamer play, they will take up the whole calendar. Point number 2. Let the doer translate. After your dreamer has their moment, ask, what's the smallest action I can take towards this? Turn the dream into a quest. One step, one task, one attempt. Point number 3. Check in weekly. Ask yourself, did I create from the dream or just ran through the motions? Did I do something that moved me forward, even if it was teeny tiny? What could I have done better? Here's a ritual idea, let's call it. Make this check-in feel sacred. Use a nice notebook for these dates. Play your favorite playlist in the background, something that is not too relaxing but not too distracting. Give the doer their moment of reflection. They do deserve a thank you for all the hard work they put in daily. Please remember, you don't have to choose between magic and momentum. You were meant to dream big and move gently, to build something real without losing the spark that lit the fire. So tell me, my lovely dreamers, are you more of a dreamer or a doer right now? And what's one thing you could do this week to bring them more in harmony? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your story. And if you need a dose of inspiration from people who actually mastered the balance of these two sides, watch this video next. It's packed with real advice, mindset shifts, and down-to-earth wisdom from successful dreamers who are also massive doers. See you there, and always remember to dream, follow, do.